Tony,
What are you doing on your phone?
well, what are you doing on your phone?
I'm the cameraman. I'm always on my phone. I'm allowed.
Well, I'm on the phone today because, here, I'm going to turn off my camera, because it's almost your birthday. So Bruce and Tim and I got your birthday present.
Oh,
Happy birthday, bro.
thanks.
It's a box covered with birthday paper. It's birthday paper.
It is. It says Feliz Navidad.
Don't read it. It's birthday paper. Happy birthday to you. You belong in a zoo.
You smell like a monkey.
And you look like his poo. I don't know.
Well, look at me.
Are you trying to save the paper? Yeah, there, that's better. I told you it was a box.
Everything's laid out for today, I see.
Yes. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm even heating up the iron, see? Stop being such an artist.
I do this every day at work. It's more like being a cook. Heated something.
It's a heated something. There you go.
A heated
Plastic bag.
plastic bag with something in it. A heated vest
Yes.
with an extra battery.
That's the battery pack for it. It's all charged up.
Oh, it is? Well,
It's a good thing the CNC isn't running.
if it were, you would be confused. Okay, I've already got sawdust on it.
Excellent.
It's initiated already.
Okay, so let's see how it works. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, brothers.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna do a few things today. We're going to glue together the inlay for the guitar head for William's guitar. And we're going to put the upper binding on this body. So this is the striped binding that we were looking at before. So we cut the binding slot last time. This time we're actually gonna form the binding. So the binding needs a little bit of more forming on the bending iron to fit perfectly. And then we're gonna actually glue and tape it down and look at what that process is. But before we get to that, so this is how we do something called a V-carve inlay. So this wood is going to be inlaid into here. So what I've done is I've carved a negative and a positive of this shape, and they just kind of fit together like Lego. And we glue and clamp them, and then we're going to shave the top off and see what it looks like.
Right. But
So-
when you do that,
Yeah, go ahead.
you've done that in such a way with the precision, so when you glue it, you're going to put an extreme amount of weight on there to make sure that it's pushed in exactly how much it's supposed to be pushed in,
Yeah.
so that when you shave it off, it's the lighter colored wood is contained into the base
That's right.
in such a way where it's perfectly and exactly the way you want it. Because I know that you've done experiments before where you didn't quite get it the way you wanted it. So
Yeah.
how did you solve that?
Well, I paid attention to the way a lot of other people do it, and what I found was successful was using a 90-degree V bit. So these are both cut on the CNC machine. That's how we get the precision that they can. And I'll show a video of that. I did a time lapse of that cut.
Yeah.
So the way we get the precision of this cut is obviously CNC. There's really no other way to do it unless you're some master hand carver.
This here
Yeah,
is bigger than this.
it isn't.
It isn't.
No.
It just looks that way.
It just looks that way. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
But wait a minute.
It
This
should fit in a full millimeter.
Oh. No, but this is has a ridge on it, but this is just a V.
Yeah, you
So-
leave. So this is deeper than this will go in. This won't go in so that this is flat to this. It won't go like that. I'll show you. There's a space in between.
Right?
All right, and the reason for that is you need extra space at the bottom for the glue.
Uh-huh. Right.
Right, you need
Yeah.
a glue gap in there.
Yeah, a glue gap. Okay.
Yeah.
That actually answers my question.
Yeah. So that's why it's a tight valley down there,
Yeah.
but it's flat here
Yeah, okay. Got it.
to deliberately leave space. So
Yeah.
we can actually do that. We're going to do that in a second. I just want to show you this is the fretboard in progress. And the cool thing is that, and this is the rosette that's going to go in. And these all come from the same piece of wood all in a row. So they should all line up on the instrument when they're all put together. So the grain should all line up all in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the guitar head, the guitar neck, and then the rosette all come from exactly the same piece of wood in a row.
Right.
So this doesn't look very nice right now. It'll look nicer once the epoxy cures. It's still a little bit soft. It's cured nice and hard, and we're going to sand the top off.
Yeah.
And it'll reveal this same kind of vine motif
Yeah.
around the rosette.
Yep. And you did these virtually the same way.
I did these exactly the same way. I cut them on the CNC machine, and then I did the inlay with white epoxy, casting epoxy.
Yes.
So yeah, I did the same thing. I covered it all up, and then when it cured, I just sanded it down to take the top bit off.
Yep.
Okay, so let's begin with gluing this together. All right. This is a simple process. If our glue will open. Oh, bit of glue.
As usual.
My glue is plugged. There we go. I'm making sure to get lots of glue on both sides. We want lots of squeeze out because the inlay, if it's not really well glued, is going to be pretty delicate, and we want it to be real nice and robust.
Yeah. So you can abuse it a little bit if you want.
Yeah. Well, instruments take abuse. Like you're planning the instrument to last for decades at least, right?
Yeah.
That's the ideal.
Remember that time that I was cutting a piece of wood, and I think Tim was there. I can't remember what the circumstance was, but I was being so careful and precise and delicate. And Tim goes, "Tony, you're not building a piano." It was like a 2x4 that I was cutting, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like Tim, he's a pretty precise woodworker, right?
Yeah.
So even for him, it was like a little overboard.
Well, he also understands production needs to happen. Shit needs to get done. So, yeah, it's the concept that yes, good enough is good enough. You know, people often talk about good enough. I've asked many students, is good enough good enough? And they'll almost always go, yeah, no, good enough isn't good enough. It's because the words good enough is
It's kind of
associated with mediocre.
It's got a connotation.
But
Right? And I've always I've always thought that way too. You know, I've just, in my industry, good enough would be between 4-star and 5-star. 5-star would being excellent and 4-star being good enough.
I'd agree
Or
with
3-star.
that. But the thing is,
Right.
you have a client, right? And if your client says it's good enough, it's good enough.
That's right. And you know, when you're
Like,
painting,
do they want to pay for 5-star?
I did some painting, and I worked with a professional painter who was my mentor.
There. See, these clamps are perfect because they have lots of nice flat surface area.
So this guy, he was a painter, and he was my mentor. And you know, I mean, when you're painting a house, you want to make sure that any of the walls that are painted at eye level are absolutely perfect. But if it's below, like if it's knee level or above head level, then it's okay for it to be 80%.
Yeah. Okay, so we have these. We're gonna put 2 bindings on today, just on the front, on the top, and I'm gonna tell you why in a moment. Okay, so these 2 bindings are gonna go on here. We're not gonna do the back yet, and here's why. If you look here, we're gonna shave off the top of this, and you're gonna see the stripes at the top, right? Once we shave this off, so you can have this nice black, white, black, white. At the back, it's gonna be against the dark, and I'd like it to be
The
against
white.
a stripe of light.
Yeah,
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna carve an additional channel in here
yeah.
for a really small piece called a purfling. So the purfling goes inside the binding, so we're gonna do an extra channel in here, a small one, and I'm gonna put a strip of white maple and then put this over that. So I haven't cut that yet. So today we're just gonna
Now-
do the front binding.
Question.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just make that deeper?
Oh, well, because the purfling doesn't go all the way to the bottom.
But you're using a purfling because you didn't make it deeper. Then why not just make it deeper? The purfling is an extra added step,
it's a detail.
but it may be more beautiful.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't go. The purfling never goes full depth. So
Yeah.
so the purfling. Whereas the binding goes the full depth of the binding channel, the purfling will only go the depth of maybe just the soundboard.
Yeah.
So it's just a little notch in. It's a very small additional channel.
Check.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it, but it would just kind of be a waste of wood.
Uh-huh.
Also, if I push this in too far, I don't want to go too far into the curved lining either. So I'm just making a thin little notch in there for a tiny little piece of strip. It'll go in underneath.
You're gonna do that
the
later?
binder. I'm going to do that later.
Okay.
Today we're gonna fit this. So before we glue this on, it needs to fit really well. And this is the fit that we got straight out of the bending machine. So it's showing us basically the right fit, but it's not exactly right. It needs a little bit more. It's relaxed a little bit. So the first thing is to pick where, so this bit in here is called the waist. We have to decide where the waist is. That's hot. Please don't touch it. Did you burn yourself?
Cuts and burns are common in the kitchen. I have asbestos fingers from playing piano for 50 years.
Yeah. Okay, so we just need to mark where the waist is going to go so that we're consistent. So I'm just going to put a little mark here, a little mark right here.
Yeah.
So now I always know where that goes so I can get my bending right. Otherwise, it might slide back and forth and you get confused as to where things go and so forth.
Yeah.
So my approach to bending this, I have to be really gentle, of course, because these are very weak glue joints. But what I want to do is look for where it needs to be bent the most first. So I'm going to start with the waist and get the waist fit. Just have to be really gentle. Let the wood take its own time. It's actually bending really easily. You can see how that just fits now.
Yeah,
Just
did
a little touch. So the next spot is right here.
Yeah.
You need a little bit more bend right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we put almost no pressure on this. We want the wood to just go on its own.
Has Tim built his bending machine yet?
No. He's negotiating to get the parts machine. He's been focused on his kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a little bit better. So the really important thing is you really need to take the time to get it to fit really well. And this is just not a job that you can do quickly. So if you're in a hurry, if you're feeling anxious,
Go for a bike ride.
Yeah, go do something else. Yeah, go for a bike ride in minus 53 degree temperatures.
With beer.
With beer. You get hypothermia.
There's a story about that, you know.
I heard that story. That was you and Edmonton.
Not very smart.
Nope. One must say.
One must say that sometimes people who consider themselves fairly intelligent kind of like have brain farts once in a while.
I have never done an idiotic thing in my entire life. If you believe that.
There's a balance between need and want.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So today is Remembrance Day, Tony.
It is.
And to me,
Also known as Veterans Day
Veterans
for
Day in the United States.
our friends south.
Yep. And to me personally, it is the most important holiday of the year. And the reason why I believe it's the most important holiday of the year is because the only way we're going to avoid really terrible wars is to remember them. And there are many thousands of people who gave their lives with the sole purpose of protecting our freedoms in this country.
That's true. I'll never say happy Remembrance Day because we're not happy about war and we're not happy about fallen soldiers.
No.
So I would say here's to a respectful and sincere Remembrance Day.
Very, very much so. At 11 o'clock today, I think I'm going to take a moment of silence.
That last shot that we just did was 10 minutes and 84 seconds.
In plank time. In what time measure?
Tony
Tony time? 84 seconds in a minute. That's
So do the math.
metric time. No, Canadian time.
Canadian metric.
Canadian metric, there are 84 seconds in a minute. Okay.
Getting there.
Yeah.
And then we do that with the other one.
Yeah.
And then the other one and the other one and the other one.
Well, we're as soon as this is looking good and sitting there just so, we're going to glue it on, and then we're going to bend the other one.
Yeah.
And the reason is I don't want this wood to relax out of this shape again while we're bending the other one. I want to catch it while it's
hot.
It probably will relax again.
Get it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Hit the iron while it's hot.
Yes.
As my
As your mother would say.
ex-girlfriend's mother, Japanese mother, used to say.
Hit the iron while it's hot.
Hit the iron while it's hot. In her broken English.
It's pretty close. Just right here. A little bendy.
My new vest is so nice and warm and lovely.
Good.
I'm so happy.
Well, I mean, I kept saying you needed electric stuff, and you wouldn't buy yourself any, so.
Well, because, I mean...
So I went to the
I
bros,
didn't even
and
know
I'm
it
like, bros,
existed.
Tony...
What?
I went to the bros. Tony won't buy himself any electric clothes. Let's buy him one for his birthday. And they went,
Oh.
yo. And
Well, it's not that I won't. It's just that...
They all sent me cash.
Pardon?
They all sent me cash immediately. So,
Well, that's awesome.
thumbs up on all sides.
You know?
Right there.
I hope that our brotherly love can inspire all. And if this video isn't just for building musical instruments, it can be for other reasons beyond.
Yes, reasons. Okay. So now I'm just going to chop off this little tail here.
It's tradition. It's tradition to do that every time.
Show the coping mechanism.
It's like, it's very Japanese to hold such sacred traditions every time. Traditions for the sake of traditions. Spiritually and so very spiritually, like a tea ceremony.
Yes.
You know about tea ceremonies?
I do.
I know a little bit about them because of...
Karate Kid.
No.
Reiko.
Reiko's mother.
Reiko's mother. I know about them because of Karate Kid.
That's a movie though, so it could be contrived.
Well, okay, you're right. But
I didn't say it was.
They
I said
present
could
it
be.
as a very traditional kind of thing. So
They're very spiritual. Traditional, spiritual, and ritualistic.
it's a really interesting culture.
Yes, very, very.
All right.
The dragon lady. Who was the dragon lady?
Reiko's mom.
Yeah.
All right, so I left this out a little bit because I'm gonna join it with the other one when I put it on.
Right, so that's gonna butt right up to that.
They're actually I'm gonna cut it so that they.
It's
Yeah.
going to be like a 45, not a 45 degree, but it's going to be an angle so that the joint is right at the very tip, the exact tip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Let me see if I need
Or was that an overstatement? I never do that. Ever. Well,
I just have a little fit issue. Got a little flat spot right here.
what are you going to do?
Sand it out a bit.
And try not to burn myself on this thing. On this thing. You can't really see it, but you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Fit, 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 fit. I got burns all over my hands and arms. Every day when I come here, I have new burns.
I guess that's a normal hazard of working in a kitchen.
Commonplace, as I said.
must have like whole sets of procedures and stuff.
I have whole sets of burns and cuts all over me. I can't even remember how I got. I've got scars. I remember some of them. I remember the traumatic ones.
Yeah.
But I've got so many, I have no idea. I don't remember. So after a while, it's just like, yeah.
Whatever. Okay, so
Yeah.
let me just unplug this for a minute.
You don't need that no more, right?
Don't need that no more. We need our glue down and tape dispenser. Okay, so this is the binding tape. This is special tape made for binding in that it's really strong, not like masking tape. So we can use it to really kind of squeeze the glue out, which is what we want to get squeezed
Right,
out.
because that's the only way you can do it. You can't use clamps or anything.
No.
Right?
Some people use like a rubber band that they go round, 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 round. That's a really old school method.
Yeah.
Some people use like that packing tape that's reinforced with fiberglass.
Which the fiberglass tape could leave residue, but this tape is probably designed not to leave residue.
This tape is designed not to leave residue, but I do know of master luthiers that use the fiberglass tape, so
Yeah.
I'm suspecting it's probably okay.
Yeah, it's probably okay.
I
mean,
haven't tried it myself.
You could probably just like, if there was an issue, you could just, sand it off or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, like we haven't gotten into finishing this, and this is one of the reasons why you leave finishing to the very last, is because if you get some residue, like you can see there's some grunge and stuff starting to accumulate on the soundboard here. I'm not worried about it because I know we're going to do a bunch of sanding.
Yeah. We'll make it beautiful again.
Yeah.
It was beautiful when we were like machining it.
Yeah, when it was freshly cut, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. And it will be again. Just like a soul, which I always say, right?
So I go one like that, which pulls it in.
If you touch the sticky part of the tape, does it stop it from being as sticky?
Oh,
You want to
probably.
avoid that, or?
And then I do one down like that.
Oh.
So one that way, one that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps it nice and tight right in there. Yeah, I wouldn't touch the tape too much. But you do want to have clean hands when you're doing
Yeah,
this.
it's the
obviously.
nature of tape. The nature of the beast.
And it is important to take your time and go around carefully and check your joint all the time.
Yeah, you do it exactly like that all the way around, so it takes some time to complete this step.
Yeah. Nice pull. Nice and tight.
What about right there?
Well, that looks okay to me.
Okay. Just asking. Because I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
So you're going
he's
up,
the
you're
cameraman.
going up, down,
Yeah,
up,
so one
down.
pulls it in and one pulls it down. Because
Each
you want to
time.
make sure it's seated in the bottom of the slot as well, right?
Yeah. So you're constantly monitoring that as you're going along, and you're just kind of being zen about it, like you are most of the time, in pretty much all the time, in any step.
Being zen is very useful.
Being zen's a good thing. As Buddha said one time. Didn't he say that?
I think he said being zen is awesome. I don't know that. I'm just joking. I doubt would have used the word awesome. Okay.
Being Zen is Zen.
Being Zen is Zen.
Now that's Zen.
That's meta.
Did you get to glue right in there too?
Yeah. I did glue up to here originally.
And it's okay to overlap a little bit if you weren't sure.
It's more than okay to overlap. You want the glue to squeeze out a bit. That's how you know you have a good
So
good
you
joint.
can't use too much glue.
Well,
Because if it
okay. You
squeezes out a
could use too much glue.
Well,
It could squeeze out and then munge all over everything and mess up your wood,
that's
and
true.
then you have to like
Yeah, you
do
wanna
a
use
bunch of
the-
work to clean it up, and it would be a pain.
Yeah, you want to use the
You
other one.
could use too much glue, but
But I guess I
better
meant
too
to-
much than too little for sure.
Yeah, I guess that's what I meant. You gonna do a time lapse of this? Starting now? Well, looky there. There. It's sticking up right there. The tape, right. Stick it up right there.
You're looking at the tape, and I'm looking at the joint. You're like all OCD about whether or not the end of the tape is sticking up.
Yeah.
That's not what we're paying attention
Yeah, I
to.
know, but that's so typical of me.
But
Let me be me,
the
damn
tape
it.
is sticking up. Okay, that's one side done.
Crickets.
Concentrating.
So why Betty and Veronica on an Archie?
Mm-hmm.
So why was Betty like standing with a carton of orange juice, holding a carton of orange juice in front of her with her eyes closed?
I don't know why was Veronica holding a carton of orange juice in front of her with her eyes closed.
Because it said concentrate.
It's getting there.
Hey, 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 it's magic. You know. Never believe it's not so.
Donnie,
What's the matter for you?
don't make Nico nervous.
Because when Nico gets nervous,
Everybody gets nervous. Almost.
This is definitely something that you have to do and take the time doing to get perfect before you put that second one on. Obviously.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a nice. That'll do big.
that'll do. That's good enough, isn't it?
It's good enough. Good enough is good enough.
Perfect can be good enough.
Perfect can be good enough. If that's the requirement, if it has to be perfect, then that's what good
And
enough
that's
is.
good enough.
But if it doesn't have to be perfect, then whatever that level is in fact good enough. Asking the question, is good enough is the same as asking, is red? Is air? The answer
Why is
can't
there
be
air?
no. Is good enough? Yes, it is. Start at this end.
Here we go again.
More glue.
It's magic.
You know.
Never believe it's not so.
Careful of this hot thing. You know what that is?
It's 12.
This is for a fret press jig. So you put this in the press and it presses down the fret when it's going into the, so you'd stick a fret in there. So if this had a 12-inch radius, if this had a radius to it of 12 inches, it doesn't, it's currently flat, it's gonna get a radius. But if this had a 12-inch radius, you would use this number 12 and you would press the fret into the slot using this, and then it would be like nice even pressure across.
Did you make that tool?
This I did not, I bought this.
Hmm.
I don't
At the guitar building store.
I don't have I got it on eBay actually. I don't have a milling machine necessary to, I mean, I guess I could do that on my CNC. I
Yeah.
probably could,
Yeah, you could.
but like they weren't very expensive, so.
You've done some things you've made some things on that CNC machine over there that have amazed me. It's like, really? Well, now I've seen it all. But
Here's-
guess what? I haven't seen it all.
Here's some pieces for the ukulele out of brass that I made on that machine. So these are for the tailpiece. They're, you know, they haven't been polished up or anything yet. But what'll happen is, see, here's the one with the vine motif on it. This one is for this guitar. It's got kind of the checker motif. So this goes on like this, screws to the back, and then there's a hinge between these two pieces, and then all the strings go in there. And the strings go over the bridge and then up the neck.
And my dog has fleas.
My dog has fleas.
Wait a minute, there's 4 there, right?
There's 4, yeah. Yeah, there better be.
My dog has fleas and
Every good boy does
rabies.
his fudge. Oh. These were not trivial to make. So they better have freaking 4 slots.
now when you say they're not trivial to make, means that they were painstaking and difficult to make.
Well, definitely not trivial. Like this was fairly trivial to make.
Right,
just a
because
simple,
you put
flat-
you put the piece of wood on the CNC, and
You draw the
already got
lines
it.
in the right places and it goes zing, zing, zing.
Right.
Pretty straight ahead.
I saw that video.
And it's wood. Wood is easy.
Mhm.
This stuff, I haven't quite cracked the nut on brass yet. Like, it's not a commercial machine. It's a hobbyist machine, and it is strong enough for soft metals. But when you're cutting, there's this thing called speeds and feeds. So what is the rotation speed of the spindle? So how many RPMs? And then the speed is how fast does it move along the material. And those two things can really change and be really different depending on the material. And faster isn't always better. So for example, with metal, if you go faster, you're more likely to melt the metal, and then the metal will stick to the bit, and then the bit won't work anymore. It'll just like grind through there. So slower can be better because because the cooling's better. And then for metal, you need coolant, lubrication, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Stuff you don't need for wood.
Mineral
Wood
oil.
is way easier
Yeah.
than metal for sure. But I'm starting to get good results with metal. I've made a few nice metal things. I really enjoy working in brass. I just love the look of brass. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, there's both sides. Those are gonna glue up. And I guess in the meantime, we can take this out and take a look at it.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, that's another thing I wish I, even at work,
This glue will have set now.
it will have set,
Yeah.
but it still needs to cure before you can,
Yeah, I still see a little bit of white in there, so maybe we'll let that cure overnight.
you still feel a little bit of what in there?
I see white
Uh,
in there,
right, it should be
which
like
means some of the glue is still wet.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll wait for that to cure properly. I'm just gonna put it back in the clamps. May as well. I mean, you know, it can't hurt to let it dry right up.
And an extra clamp won't hurt either, or neither.
Well, it'll cover the full surface area. That's the idea.
Which is more better.
Yeah, man. Full surface area clamping is always more better.
No better blues.
Okay, that's it for today. When you come back, we'll take all the tape off and look at that and sand that down and maybe put the purfling slot in there. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. If you want to see more and follow along, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share with any other friends or makers who you think might like our channel. Like, there's always a fourth thing. Share, like, subscribe.
Coffee.
What's the fourth thing? I always forget the fourth thing. You'd think I would remember by now.
Well,
I don't know. Whatever the fourth thing is, do that too.
yeah,
Okay, bye.
I will. Bye.
And comment. Comment is the fourth thing. Comment.